Hey there, baseball fans. It's Ben, and I'm back with more Junk Era Wax Packs ripping. This time we have a factory sealed 1991 Donruss first series box to rip. And yes, this is one of the more junky sets of the Wax Pack era. There's not a whole lot to write home about in this set, really, even in terms of like good rookies and whatnot. But what it does have going for it is there are still probably some elite cards that still exist out there in the world in these wax packs. So I'm going to open up 9 of these packs, 1/4 of them, and see if we can get any of those. There are a couple errors in this set, but really not very many. There's like a Conseco All-Star, and that's kind of it. So, in addition, I also just love ripping these packs and looking for my favorites: Nolan Ryan, Ryan Sandberg, Sean Dunston, Mark Grace, although the Dunston is, in fact, in Series 2. So, hey, it's starting off with a Bo Jackson, though, so that's nice. I'll put that aside. There's Mark Langston and Bobby and Witt. Is that Bobby Witt? Yeah, it is Bobby Witt, right? Joe McGrain, Chet Lemon, John Dobson, Jim Acker, David West, Glenn Wilson, Glenn Allen Hill, Mark McGuire All-Star, so not the Conseco. Tom Foley, Jerome Walton, and Mike Schooler. I am going to go ahead and save these Willie Stargell puzzle pieces and see if I can make a whole puzzle out of this. These have probably been exposed to heat at some point because the wax is melted onto the cards here. So thank goodness that they buffered them with the puzzle piece. So that's good. Marquise Grissom. Mark Grace. Hey, there's Mark Grace. So there's one for my PC. Rick Honeycutt. Doug Drabeck. Jerry Brown. Gene Nelson. And all right, so you can see there's a yellow stripe here. So that's either going to be the Dodgers or the Orioles. I'm going to guess this is the Dodgers player. Oh, it's Phillies, which is totally wrong. If you look back in the archives of Wax Packs YouTube channel, I go nuts looking for why this yellow stripe is here on only a few cards in the whole set. But I don't come up with an answer, so I guess that it's not really worth looking back at. There's a Ron Gant Diamond King, Storm Davis, Jim Abbott, Calvin Schiraldi, Mike McFarlane, Brian Harvey, and Greg Graybeck. So far, not only have we not found anything interesting, which is not surprising, but we also haven't had a whole lot of star cards coming out of this. So if you were a younger version of me in 1991, a 10-year-old version of me, I wouldn't be very pleased with these packs either. Mark Langston, Bruce Hurst, again, Mike McFarlane, Mark Eichhorn. Look at that, 172 ERA. It's just remarkable. Pitched in 89 games in 87. That dude had quite a little weird spurt of a run where he was awesome. Mike Lego, Randy Bush, Oral Hershiser, Jim Presley, Mark Guthrie, Bobby Thigpen, Diamond King, Gerald Clark, Kevin Elster, Billy Hatcher. Hey, there's the Nolan Ryan. So I do get a PC card here and a Cecil Fielder, Diamond King. So that Nolan Ryan is card number 89. Look at those crazy numbers he's putting up here. Nearly 5,000 innings pitched, 5,300 strikeouts at that point, and still a couple more years to go in 1991. Man, really we're melted on here, these wax packs. Here's Rob Dibble, and let's just take a quick peek here. These are with the period after the ink. There's Melito Perez. Yep, another period after the ink, and Jose Lind. I'm guessing these are all going to be period after the ink, which, again, doesn't really matter. But there's Wade Boggs, Deion James, Mark Williamson, Kevin Reamer, Bill Spires, Ivan Calderon, Terry Kennedy, John Franco, Wayne Edwards, Matt Noakes, and Mike Blowers. Yeah, these definitely were exposed to heat at some point, which made the wax melt into itself there and made them really hard to open. Well, you know, you can't complain too much when they're over 30 years old. At some point, some heat got on them. Julio Valera, Edgar Martinez. There's a Diamond King for old Edgar. Hubie Brooks, Tommy Gregg, Will Clark, Darren Dalton, Dave Steeb, Jimmy Key, Mark Medson, Eric Anthony, Brooks Jacoby, Tim Jones, and another Nolan Ryan. There's for his 6th no-hitter, I believe. So that's another one from our PC. Bill Landrum and Paul Gibson. I'm going to just start like ripping these from the side here. You know, there's still, who knows how many wax boxes of this are still out there, probably. I mean, like, is it a million that still exist out there? Or is it just dwindling down to 100,000? Which is hilarious to think that 100,000 is dwindling. There's Rob Murphy, Dwayne Ward, Shane Mack, Dave Smith, Mark McGuire, Steve Lake, Steve Olin. There's Checklist. Dave Martinez, Andre Dawson, the Hawk. There's a good one. Dave Island, Larry Walker. Take him. Les Lancaster, Mark Lewis, Bobby Bonilla, and Rudy Seanz. Sanez. I don't know exactly how to say that. So I think a lot of these puzzle pieces are not going to be even worth keeping, though. Because if I did make the puzzle, it would just be full of wax. So we'll see about that. Greg Olson, Juan Berenguer, Phil Plantier. All right. This is, C222, Vaughn Hayes. Yep. There's an error card associated with that. Tom Gordon, Lance Parrish, Frank DePino, Steve Farr, Dick Schofield, Dave Stewart, Oscar Ozakar, Lenny Harris, who just heard something really funny, apparently. Jeff Treadway, Bob Patterson, Ramon Martinez, and Greg Briley. So far, no duplicates in the puzzle realm, though, so that's good. Keith Miller, Hal Morris, Dave Valley, Tim Tuffle, Scott Scudder, Carlton Fisk laying down a little bunt there, I like that. Tom Pagnozzi, Mike Heath, Dwight Evans, Cal Ripken All-Star, Pete Harnish, Steve Bushell, Ron Robinson. Hey, Sammy Sosa. I just did a few lots of him, player lots. And there's Juan Gonzalez, so pretty good sluggers in that pack there. And our final pack, where we will find our elite player card or maybe an autograph of an amazing player worth thousands of dollars, or just a Pedro Guerrero Diamond King, which is just as good as those things, I'm sure. Eric King, Bob Guerin, Henry Cotto, Derek May, looks a little lost, Jeff Robinson, Tim Cruz, Steve Avery, Robbie Thompson, John Kruk, Bob Welch, Jose Uribe, Dave Hansen, Eric Yelding, and Joel Skinner. So there you have it. Out of there, I got a handful of stars or semi-stars there, but 2 Nolan Ryans and a Mark Grace, so 3 PC cards out of that first row. I will take it any day of the week. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you next time.